Hi everyone, we're starting shortly.
Hello. Hello. Okay. Let's see. Hi everyone. Hi Hannah. Hi Suzanne. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining our Tech Friday. So today's topic is design, but last week was design from a Facebook perspective and advertising perspective. Tonight and today is more of a design as a design perspective, like how to make an ad that is more attractive to people and is more likely to bring you leads, because you're already paying for the lead, so may as well try to get the most out of, you're already paying for the ad, may as well get the most out of the ad itself. A way you can do that is by making a poster or a campaign that is very attractive, something that's going to catch people's eyes, something that is going to, in a way, catch people's attention and make them curious, make them want to know more. That's your main task. Your mission when you make an ad, when you create a poster or whatever, is to make it so that people will look at it and they are attracted to it and they want to look at it for more than 3 or 4 seconds, because that's like the limit. If someone, this is studied by, I think, Facebook, the first 3 seconds are what determines if someone is going to follow up on whatever ad you have, or they're just going to skip it and go somewhere else. So it's very important to create something that is going to, attack people and bring their attention. So later on, I'm going to have some sharing from Suzanne, who's going to just tell us about a little bit about how she creates designs, how she makes posters, and what she thinks of, what she does as an agent. But first, we're going to start with some tips and some tricks, things you can do on your next ad that's going to help you. And I hope it's going to help you a lot obtain more leads and better quality leads. So I'm going to share a screen. And yeah, feel free to ask questions in the chat. And whenever there's a question related to the topic I'm talking about, I'll answer it. If your question is related to something else, we'll answer it in the end. So yeah, just feel free to ask any questions you want to ask. Now I shall present. Okay, tips and tricks for design. First tip is to keep it simple. And what do I mean by that? As I said, you want to catch people's attention. If something is way too complicated or is way too, how do you say it? If it looks weird in a bad way, if it looks complex, it looks like there's a lot of things going on in a poster, then you're not likely to get people's attention. You're likely to people just, just like bug off and I'm just going to go scroll down, look for something else. Your objective is to stop people from scrolling down when they're on Facebook and have them read the ad and have them sign up, hopefully. So first step is, remember, you're attracting people's attention. You're not informing them or lecturing them on the features of whatever listing you have. And I'm going to show you an example, and I'm going to explain a little bit, and hopefully you know a little more of what I mean. Now, this is one of our templates in Command itself, one of the design templates. And as you can see, it's basically three things. It's the location at the top, the price below it, and a picture of the living room. And that's it. Now, of course, I adjusted this ad in the template, and I added the picture from mine and all of that stuff. There's a logo and some disclaimer at the bottom that you can keep or remove or play with when you're creating a template in Designs in Command. So what's good about this? Well, it tells people the two main things for anyone who's looking for a property. It tells them the price, it tells them the location. So if I'm looking in a property in Kota Damansara and my price range is within something near that, then this ad would attract me. It tells me these two things. However, it is missing something, and I will talk about it later on in the presentation. But yeah, so far, this is one of the most basic examples. Now, some agents tend to want to show people more of the information about the listing. Now, that's not a bad thing entirely, but you got to keep in mind keeping it simple. And I know some agents hear that you're 70% more likely to catch people's eyes if you have an image in your poster. If any poster, ad or not, if you post something with an image, you're 70% more likely, I think that was a number, 70% more likely for people to take a look at what you're posting. If you just post like text ad, most people won't look at that. And we all know that it's not, if it's not from someone I know, I mean, I'm not interested in it. It's simple as that. So saying that the image is going to attract people more doesn't mean that the image is the playground where you put all the stuff you want to put and show the people, show the clients. And what I mean by that is this. This is, in my opinion, bad. And I created this just to, show you what I mean by that. There's way too much going on. There's like bold text that is covering the image. And this is something similar to one of the ads I've seen in the past, not in particular Reapfield, somewhere else. But yeah, I've seen it. It was way too much going on. It's like I'm trying to tell you 1,000 things all at the same time. It's like rushing you or overwhelming you with information, like I do normally when I'm talking fast. So if I talk fast, please slow me down. But yeah, this is not a great way to advertise anything. There's too much going on. It's too messy. It's even the text at the bottom. Okay, you want to put a big text. It's white. It's not even very obvious. So there's a bunch of things that are not working for this particular ad, which is all right. It's not, doesn't mean you're not going to get any leads. It just means you're less likely to get leads with something like this. So if you have any questions as far as tip one, let me see if there's anything in the chat. Come on, chat. Chat is not opening for me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, for someone said that price is a big giveaway, the buyer won't need to call us. Edith, okay, at the end, Suzanne has something to share about this, but we'll get back to that. That's your posting with an image. Yes, 70%. Yeah, good. Selling price on the poster is the $sign. It doesn't matter. You can use RM. This is just, all of these posters are just illustration. Just don't obsess over what I've added. I created them just to illustrate particular points. We don't see any more questions. Okay, great. Next point, tip two, include a call to action. What is a call to action? It's pretty simple. It's telling someone, hey, come sign up. Hey, give me a call. Hey, do this, do that, whatever it is. The form in campaigns, if you see it, when you create an ad and there's like right section in the campaign, the preview, at the bottom it says sign up, or you can change it to contact us or something like that. So that is a call to action that is telling people to actively do something, to do an action. Now, it doesn't have to be call us or do this, but in most cases it is, especially for real estate. So assuming you created a good ad, assuming you have a good looking ad, a good looking, what do you call it, poster, and you're selling a good property for a good price with good features, you know now that whoever is interested wants something. They want the property, they want to reach the agent, they want to know more, they want something because they're interested. So that's definitely something psychologically or mentally that happens with a customer. So keep in mind to tell them what they should do next. Tell them that there's this ad and these are the features and it's HOC and its price is very competitive or whatever. Call us, call me, sign up. In most cases, you'd say sign up because there's a sign up button so you can get the lead, and just say sign up. And that would help those who are interested and or sort of absorbing the advertising. Okay, I see something, I'm looking for that listing in Mont Kiara. I see the features, I see the price, I am interested. So I'm absorbing all that information, and people tend to not process that very well. They can't process that and process something else. So it's very good to tell them, hey, do this now. Like, you're interested? Do this, okay? Give me a call, sign up, something. It may look a bit aggressive, but it's not. It's more of a, think of yourself helping, when you're advertising, you're helping people find what they want. You're not particularly selling them something they don't need. You're in real estate. You sell something one of the most valuable things on planet Earth, which is houses. So think of yourself as helping the people, helping the client get what they want. So it's okay to tell them, sign up, call us, call me now, something like that. It's okay to use that. All right. Don't be afraid, because at the same time, the client has power being the client and the person who has the money, but you have the power being the agent who's going to help them find the right home, and being someone who's has access to all these listings and all these other agents who's going to be able to find you the proper product that you're looking for. So remember that value that you have, and don't be afraid to show people that, hey, I can give you this. I have this value. We can have this exchange. Express that in your designs or in your attitude, if you may, if you want. But yeah, so I created a quick example. Just watch this together as well. So house image. I use the stock image, by the way. This is another template in our what do you call it? Design templates in Command. So I just use one of the other templates, and I tend to like the darker images. I don't know why, but I like the darker images with red. It seems to pop up really well. And yeah, it's an image. It tells you the location, see on the left, and it's sideways, because why not? No one's stopping you from putting things sideways or, on an angle. And then you look down, there's sign up, and then the arrows take you to the right, which shows you, oh, that's the price. Let's talk before we talk business. It says something that you wouldn't normally see in an ad, provoke the person a little bit. Like, hey, let's talk before we can talk business. Like, let's start a conversation. Let's get together and see what your needs are. And then it goes back to the arrows just point back to sign up. This is not very well designed as far as spacing and everything goes, but it's a good enough for example, I think. So there is that big, bold, red and white call to action. It's telling the client, hey, this is a beautiful house. This is the location. You like these two things? You like that the price is something in the 400K? Sign up. It's very, very simple. You don't want any complexity. We don't want to tell them about the features. They want to know how many bedrooms? Sign up. You want to know how many bathrooms? Sign up. You want to know the square foot? Sign up. You want to know where it is exactly? Sign up. That's the idea. Any questions on that before we continue? Let me check the chat again. Rich Malaysian audience just need to choose the location. Yep. Hey, broadcast on YouTube. Hey, hello, YouTube. I didn't know that. Okay. Right. Okay. So third tip, quality images. What do I mean by that? I'll show you a couple of examples, but in general, and I'm saying this as an expat living in Malaysia. I've been in Malaysia for more than 4 years, and I've been moving from house to house, just renting. And I know for a fact that whenever I go on Property Guru, Buddha, or Facebook to find a place to live in, to find a studio or whatever to rent, I'm always, I tend to message the agents with an ad that looks clean, with images that look clean. Like, I don't care if you're shooting an image of an empty bedroom, but if it's a clear image and it's like sideways and it's encompassing the whole bedroom, I tend to like that more, because I'm not just seeing like one wall or one side. I'm seeing the whole bedroom that is there. I'm seeing the whole living room or the whole kitchen. And it all looks pretty clean, it all looks pretty neat. And I like that. Personally, I like that the house is clean. I want to rent a place that is clean, that is well maintained, that is not worn out, stuff like that. So keep that in mind whenever you have a new property and you want to advertise it and you want to go and take pictures yourself, or the owner sends you the pictures, but they're like crap. So all the thing you can do is, okay, I need to go there yourself and you need to take pictures yourself. Make sure the place is looking neat, make sure the place is looking nice. In your ad, I think you should look at whatever is the most relevant thing about the property. Say it's a studio. So emphasize maybe the size of it, or the fact that it's furnished. If you're selling something furnished or renting something that's furnished, emphasize that with the image itself. And I'll show you a couple examples. Yeah, and I know this is a note for myself, but for you as well. Image quality is something that a lot of agents think it's obvious, but really it's not. It's not just about taking a clean picture. It's about taking like the right angle or the right location. So if you want to go really deep into this, look into photography. But in general, you'll see what I mean in images later on. Now, this is a bad example. Sorry, examples of bad images of a listing. So I see that there's a window, there's a air conditioning, and there's a corner. So that's useful. And I see that this is the location, which I don't know if you could tell what this is, but I don't know what this is. I'm sorry, I don't know. I've not been in Malaysia long enough. But yeah, so that's what this is like a couple of the first images you see in the ad. Like you open it and you see like this buildings, and then you scroll down to the right, and then you see the whatever bedroom that is or whatever that is. I don't know. It's pretty confusing. It's pretty low quality. It's not like if you caught my attention with your first image, you lost my attention if those are the follow-up images. And really, that is my experience. So an example of what it is to do it right, maybe, would be this. This is a living room, obviously. Now, the image is good. I pulled this from Google. The image is good for a bunch of reasons. First of all, it emphasizes that this listing is furnished. It shows there's a couch, there's a table, there's an air conditioning, has everything it needs. Second, it emphasizes that there is a balcony because it shows the balcony as well as all these other stuff. And third thing, it looks nice because the lighting is right and it's done in the evening. So there's that, I don't know, it looks like a cozy home to me because of the warm lights and the nice decor. It all like blends together. It reminds me of an evening when I'm like relaxing at home. I want to relax in the evening in a place like that, you know, that's warm, that's cozy, that seems homey. So that's a very good image in my opinion for if you have something like that in a property you're selling, that's a good thing to post. Another thing, and this is big, the swimming pool. Say you don't have a lot of images to post, or the property you have is mostly non-furnished. So you can share a few images of the non-furnished apartments, how like if the bathroom is clean, the kitchen is clean. But if you have a nice swimming pool like this, by all means, share that picture. It's attractive. It's not the selling point that, oh, there's a nice swimming pool. Not, definitely not, but it's attractive. People like to think that they're renting or buying a place that's luxurious with a swimming pool like that. It gives that feeling of luxury with the trees, palm trees over there, and a nice looking swimming pool, and just that sort of infinite landscape that looks like behind it, which is just the sky, I know. But yeah, that gives it a little grandeur. And I think it's a pretty interesting way to approach this this sort of photography. I don't know. I'm not a photographer per se, but I do like that image. I do like what it shows, and I definitely was interested in it in the past. That's where I dug it up from. One of the listings I was looking into before because I was renting a long time ago. So yeah, let me see if there's any questions. I don't see any questions. Okay, last tip, and this is something that is not big by the Malaysian market standard. Don't be afraid to provoke. Not a lot of agents provoke. What do I mean by that? It's okay to have a crazy idea as long as you implement them well. Or what do I mean by that? Think of it this way. Everything that's become a trend online, think of the things that became a trend online. You wouldn't see yourself doing them. Like those TikTok challenges, for example, or you can think of any example, anything crazy that's been trending online, like the cinnamon. I don't know if you remember this. It's an old meme, but the cinnamon challenge, where you eat a spoonful of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. Like that's crazy. That's stupid in my opinion. It's unhealthy. It's everything that's bad. But it became a trend. Everyone wanted to do it. Why? Because it's a crazy idea that is crazy enough to be doable, but not too crazy to be impossible. And a couple of people did it. It created some laughs. So other people started to want to do it. So it became a trend. But yeah, in a way, it provoked people. It provoked them like, hey, I dare you to eat a spoonful of cinnamon, something like that. And I'm not saying to dare your clients. I'm just explaining the idea behind provoking people and behind provoking clients to do something or to sign up like to do something as audacious as signing up and learning more about a listing, because there is some staleness to the online property world. It's a bit of a, how do I say it? It's a bit of a, like insurance. Like it's like one of the most boring things someone could think about. Like, oh, property, investment, finance. Like it's not cool, as the kids would say. It's not it's not really attractive unless you're talking to someone who's an investor. But if you're targeting more of the millennials, people in the late 30s or 40s, and you want to like nudge them a little more, attract their attention, these people are active online. People in their 40s and late 30s, these people see those sort of weird trends, especially if you're selling something in KL for someone living in KL. So it's pretty interesting to do this. I'm going to show you an example that does not apply in Malaysia. It's about a car company. And they compare the car to the Lamborghini, but it became a big hit back in the day. This is an old ad, by the way. I'm going to show it to you. Take your time, look at it, read it, laugh if you want. But believe me, that thing, really, it's funny. You'll see what I mean. This is the ad. Give me a 2, give me a 1 in the chat if you don't understand this ad. I want to see how many people don't understand, because it's not easy to really, digest. It's a bit out there, as some might say. Support, I am not able to open my chat box. I'm not sure what's wrong. Sorry.
So we
Let me know if there's any.
have a laughter response, and we have someone that says that they understand the ad. I think they get it in general.
Okay, so in general, you guys get the ad. Yeah, so they compared the car to the Lamborghini while provoking the sort of, so the target audience obviously is young men, not young as in 20s, somewhere like in the 30s, so early weds or people in those age area. They're targeting those. So they decided to merge two things these people like, Lamborghinis and sex. So tell them about women and tell them about Lamborghinis, put those two ideas together, and then guys are certainly attracted to this car. Now, are they going to buy it or not buy it? I don't know, but it made an impact. It made a hit. Now, who would buy this? I would say people late 30s or 40s, married, they have kids, something like this. I would say that would be the target, most likely, because you're selling a car that has 5 seats. If you don't have kids, you have no use for it, really. But yeah, that's really fun in my opinion, and I just wanted to share it with you because it really caught my eye when I was doing research, and I saw, oh, I have to share this. This is not something to miss. Now, of course, this is a bit of an extreme example, but yeah, I showed this for another reason. These people are targeting a similar audience to you. People late 30s, early 40s, married with kids, want to buy a house or want to buy a car. So it's similar. So it's not too crazy to say that there could be a similar approach to this that you guys can implement. However, if you have a crazy idea, remember the tip. If you have a crazy idea, remember to implement it well. So take your time. Don't have to create an ad in an hour or a day. Take a week or two, relax, review, and that one crazy idea could really land you a lot of leads if perhaps it's the right one. So that's it for the ads and the comparisons. I'm going to go to conclusion, and I would love to open up this up for discussion and for question and answers, because I know a lot of you have a lot of questions, perhaps. So the conclusion is, remember who you're designing this. You're not making this for yourself. You're not making this for your neighbor. You're making this for a potential client. So always think of that potential client first. All right, your needs, your wants, irrelevant. Sorry to say that. No one cares what you want when you make an ad. What you should care about is what the client wants, what the client is looking for. All right, so you need to soothe their needs. The other thing is your ad or design is your ambassador. So the quality of the ad you're doing shows the quality of the agent you are, shows what type of person is selling what types of properties and what sort of environment. So the better quality you have, the better looking ads you have, the best likelihood you're going to get those leads that are willing to pay, the one to fork up 500,000, 600,000, $1 million to buy a property. The last one, No, that's not a mistake. I did not miss my last line. I intentionally left that empty because I want you to tell me in the chat right now, what is a third conclusion you think you've received from what I've shared earlier? And I've shared I shared 4 tips, and I want to hear from you. I want you to write down in the chat. I'd love 150 participants. It'd be nice to see 150 descriptions of a conclusion. Anything, it could be 1 word, could be 10 words. Just right now, go to the chat box and write down one of the conclusions you've gotten from this sharing that I've just done, from this slides. What do you think? What provoked you? What attracted you the most? What do you think you're going to do next? Stuff like that. Just share them with me, and if there's something interesting, I'll share it with everyone else. Designs or copy that will. Come on, people. I want to see replies. Make it catchy. Okay, Jim Cora, make it catchy. That's a good way to say it. Make it catchy. Come on, there's 150 people. I know there's a lot of stuff you want to say. Experimentation. That's good. Experimentation. So that's a very good thing to keep in mind. You have to experiment and learn from your experiment, especially if you're new to advertising. Funny and humorous is good. That is a very good point. Funny and humorous, people laugh. They really want to know who's behind that ad. They really want, like that last ad that I shared. That's a very good way to put it. Funny and humorous sells. That's true. Yep. Not to be afraid. Dare to be different. That's a very good way to put it. Dare to be different. Dare to be out there. Dare to be unique. KISS, K-I-S-S. What does that mean? It's all caps. I'm not sure if it's something. Evoke emotion. That is your main objective. I forgot to mention that. You have to evoke emotion. People don't buy based on features. People buy based on emotion. If you make someone interested, if you make them feel this thing is good for them, they're going to definitely be interested and follow through with it. Run A/B testing to see which ads work better. Yeah, that's good. Practice makes perfect. That's really good. Keep it short and simple. KISS. Okay. Keep it short and simple. I do not know these acronyms. Okay. Draw them back. Bold and beautiful. Be creative. Yes. Provoke positive emotions. That's a nice way to put it. Attractive, informative. Yep. Be attractive and be informative. Not too informative though. Be concise and tease them with something interesting, but don't give them everything. I like Zani's idea, which I can implement, but I feel like society here, by and large, is conservative, perhaps 5 to 10% of your target audience. How conservative and not conservative it is really depends on you and what you're selling. If you're selling a studio in Kuala Lumpur, you're likely to have an audience of expats or youngsters or young adults, so they're not very conservative. If you're selling a house in Saramban, you're likely to have a conservative person in mind. So keep those things in mind. What and where is the location of your listing affects who you might be selling to. Remember that. Create curiosity. That's good. Arouse curiosity, wanting to know more. Yep. That's exactly what we're doing. We're making people want to know more, making them curious. Go crazy. Implement it well. Okay. Follow the trend. Yeah, you could do that. If there's a trend, you could definitely do that with a trend. I've seen an agent who did an ad as like, she's an agent, but she's advertising on Facebook. She thought, okay, let me just do it was a popular K-pop, and she just danced to the song. She shot herself dancing, and then she posted on Facebook, and at the end, her name, property agent, and then her phone number. She literally advertised herself with a dance, K-pop. So that could definitely work. Have good hook points. Yes, there's a hook points. I don't know if it's a seminar or session that we've done on workplace. You have to find it. And yeah, be authentic. That's a good way to put it. Be authentic. Be yourself. Tell people what you want to tell them. Tell people what you have on your mind. Yeah, it ties back to being provocative and going a little crazy, but not too crazy. Keep it in, know how to control crazy. Okay, it's very important. I don't want people to put inappropriate ads and then blame me for those ads. No, do them right. Okay, people, do them right. You can do them right. How about selling factory? What is the best hook point? It depends on the factory and what it is suitable for, what your target audience is. And yeah, there's a lot of things that you can consider when selling commercial. If your targeted audience, say, is a big company or the big companies, then you're gonna have to figure out a way to reach to them. I don't know. It really depends. I could give you some ideas if I know more. I give you some ideas. Say you're selling a factory for like a car manufacturer or a clothes manufacturer. There could be a way to help out with that. Be fashionable and trendy. Yep, that's a nice way to put it. What kind of info when the click sign up? Okay, I don't know what that means. If you're asking what they provide when they click sign up, so in the Facebook ad, they click sign up, they see a little form. It says this is phone number, email, name, etc. So it's like very short, and then the client has to say next or submit. So they have to see their personal information and voluntarily click submit in order for you to receive the lead information. So that's what the client experiences. And Agnes, you can talk about the potential the industrial lot can provide. Yep, that's a good way to put it. The opportunities are blah, 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 blah. Mr. Social distancing lockdowns. Yeah, that's a nice way. Factory, best place for social distancing and for lockdowns. I like that. Following trends, activity like Chinese New Year, newlyweds. Yes, so Samantha Olivier. That's a good idea. I think Suzanne's going to share a bit more about that. Follow the holidays. So if you don't know what you want to start with advertising towards, start with a holiday. So if you have a listing with a good price, you can advertise it as Chinese New Year, what do you call it? Promotion or Chinese New Year slash price or stuff like that. You can be creative with that. Don't be afraid. You can use the same tactics you see people selling iPhones and selling on Lazada. Just use the exact same tactics. It works. Selling is selling. It doesn't matter if it's a $1 million property or a $10 phone case. Rent out industrial lots for wedding shoots. That's pretty good. You could rent out industrial lots for wedding shoots or even weddings. If you have a big wedding, you can beautify the place. It would work for a wedding. Not sure if that's something you guys would do in Malaysia, but anyway, yeah, I think I've received plenty of stuff, and I'm really thank you guys. This is very good. I've seen a lot of really good answers, really good conclusions, and really good ways to put it, and that makes me feel good because it makes me feel like I've explained myself well, and you guys really understood what I was trying to say. And so now I'm gonna bring Suzanne. Suzanne, you can turn your camera, show us yourself. Show yourself. Anyway, hey Suzanne, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Good to hear. All right. So Suzanne is one of our, you could say, very creative agents, I believe. I've seen her designs earlier today, and I was shocked because they really pop up. She uses colors that I didn't know existed. So, Suzanne, what do you want to start by sharing, or you want to start by showing us some of the designs you've made in the past?
I don't know. What would you prefer?
People, designs or sharing first? In the chat.
I think you pretty much summed up everything. Like your designs have to be eye-catching and has to intrigue the curiosity of people.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm a very visual person. So I always like to spend more time on my design. So maybe I can share. Yeah, they say design. Oh, Kyrie.
Yes, design. Okay.
Design. I can't share my screen though. Can I share my screen? Oh yeah, I can. Sorry.
Can.
So actually, guys, I don't use like complicated apps. I just use PowerPoint, honestly. So this is one of my first ads that we have done on KW Command campaigns. So the reason, okay, it's a bit different from, I think, because Emerge.
Can you present?
We do. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just full screen. Be better.
Wait, how?
Yeah, if you can just click present.
Is it like this?
Oh, it's at the bottom of your screen. There's this like at the bottom right, there's this small little button, the first one on the left hand side next to the minus button.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
this one?
this one. Yes, correct.
Okay. So just want to share what I really thought about this is that because projects and sub-sales, I think is a bit different. For us, we don't put the project name in, okay, because we do have like developer staff and all these things. So we want to create curiosity and want them to click at the end of the day. That's our target, right? So what we want to do is we want to identify where we are targeting and who we are targeting. So usually our project is nearby to PJ. So obviously the good address is Damansara. Everybody wants to be there, right? Okay, Damansara. So the first, okay, just have to remember that there's thousands and thousands of ads in Facebook. So what makes you pop out and what makes people
Just hold on.
I think she
one. Yeah, internet connection is not very good.
All right. Sorry about that, people. Just hold on one moment.
Lucas, do you want to continue a bit while we wait for Suzanne to come back?
Yeah. So the image you saw earlier, I believe, is for Seresta in Damansara, if you're familiar with it. It's really like right next to me over here. So that is the actual image of the property. I think that was provided, that was one of either provided by the developer or something they took from the showrooms. Because I've been there, I've seen their showrooms. It's pretty nice. Your living room has a double-story high roof, so it looks really fancy. But it's really beautiful, and even the outlook of it is like just forests, really forests, a lot of green out there. So I think she chose the right image. There's one thing I would not disagree with, but be careful of. You saw she showed the how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what is the price, and something else. Hey, Suzanne, yeah, I was critiquing your ad just now.
Hey, sorry.
You can share again.
I think my connection is excited as me. Sorry, okay, let me share my screen again. All right. So okay, so this is one of the first designs now. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is because we're doing new projects, right? The primary market. So the first thing I want people to see is that it is in Damansara. Okay, so what is rare in PJ? I think we are very lacking in freehold projects. Okay, so I'll put that as the main, like the biggest title here, Damansara. Once they see the ad, they will see Damansara freehold luxury condo. That alone, I think, is already a showstopper. They'll be like, "Eh, is there such thing?" Okay, then at another glance, they will get to see HOC. Okay, so HOC is like, they will know, okay, that means there's like extra rebates. Okay, so what is this? Just have to give them a little bit of gist, because if you just stop there, they'll be like, okay, Damansara project, freehold, HOC, so what? Okay, so you want to let them know if it suits their needs. So you sort of have to give them a little bit of the carrot or the bait to tell them that, oh, there's 3+1 beds, 2+1 baths, and what are the sizes that you're looking for. So the sizes are pretty important here as well, because in PJ, as you know, there are a lot of projects that are very small in size, right? And it's leasehold. So we put the sizes, and this one is optional. For this ad, I wanted to target a more quality kind of leads. Not to say like, okay, it's either before you post your ad, you need to ask yourself whether you want to have the quantity, to have the quantity to look for the quality, or you only want like more targeted. You know, so if I put the price, I want the person who click to know that, oh, okay, it's from 800K. So if they don't have like 800K, then maybe they don't click lah. Okay, so won't waste my time calling them or whatever it is. But this one could be a little bit niche. Okay, what if someone is like, what if like there's another thought, another ad advertisement I put, I don't put the price so that I can gather more leads, and maybe if like they have 700K or 600K budget, you can actually pivot them to other projects or other listings that you have. Okay, so it depends whether you want to put the price or not. There's no right or wrong. It's whether what you want only at the end of the day. Okay, so we also have to intrigue a little bit of curiosity or call to action. Like we tell them it's a new tower, you know, limited. It's always limited. Special CMCO package. This one was created during CMCO last time, lah. So just to tell them it's limited. You know, give them a bit of excitement. Like, oh my God, this is something that I'm looking for and it's limited. So okay, let's just sign up, kind of thing. Okay, so some other examples are like this ones. So we do, you can, okay, if you are starting off and you don't know what to put as your content, you can, like what's one of the persons say right just now, just follow the festive seasons. Yeah, so this one we're leveraging on the 11/11 sales. You know, you have to give them a little bit of thing where it is and roughly what price, you know, what's the good thing for them if they click. Okay, then this one more, like a few punchlines, like this one is like suited for people who wants to move in quick and they're looking for 2 to 3 bedrooms, and again leveraging on the mega sales. Okay, then this one also, you see, follow the 12/12 sales. Next one, this one is just experimental. The picture wasn't really nice, so I think I mean the quality wise, so I think this one get less leads lah. Okay, but finally I think it's this one that actually it became my evergreen static ad. Okay, because this one generated a lot of leads. So this project, if you all know, is ARA 3 actually. So it's in ARA Damansara. So I just want to show them what they can get from this. You know, they can get this view, and then the pool is really nice. So your pictures also have to be consistent. It cannot be like suddenly very nice and then got like 2 is like low quality images, so you have to be consistent. And I just give them a little bit of like a punchline, like affordable home in an affluent neighborhood. They tell them it's 3 bedrooms, it's fully furnished, and 0 down payment. You know, but of course the static ad itself will not do the full job. So of course in KW command, you in the campaigns, you can also add your ad text, right? So you need to describe a little bit more to tie back to what you're doing on your advertisement. The next one, this one will be the upgraded version of the first one that I've shown. Okay, so Damansara freehold, you know, freehold is like the punchline, Damansara. And because my description is forest resort home, just 10 minutes away from One Utama, so I don't want people to actually mistaken it for a landed property, you know. So my pictures actually tell a story as well. So when they see this picture, they know that it's a high rise, okay, and they sort of have a very nice view, and they get these kind of facilities. And what is interesting is that you see this layout here. They know it's a condo, but how come it looks like this? It looks a little bit like landed. So I think it would intrigue a bit of curiosity for them. Then they will read on and say that, you know, you get big layouts and then it's landed in the sky. They would still understand that it's a high rise and it's low density. Yeah, I think that's it. But if you want to see my ad text in KW command, I can actually show that. It's just a short one.
That would be good. Show us what you put in the main copy, because that seems to confuse some people.
Yeah, so when I upload this one in ARA Damansara, you can use things like, you can like talk to your potential clients, like talking to them, you know. I would just put like, finally a new home in an affluent neighborhood, you know, and because it comes fully furnished, so I tell them like, you know, worry no more on rental costs when you get your keys. So you sort of tell them again what they are getting. Okay, 3 beds, 1,000 square feet. All right, so what do you want to do for the call to action? You know, you can't just stop here, right? So you have to sort of tell them it's the best value buy in the whole of PG. So they'd be like, really? And then you've like, special promotion, extremely limited. So hurry up and sign up while stocks last. So they would be like, oh, okay, interesting. Then you click sign up. I mean, that's what I think lah. So far, it's working really well, this ad. All right. So another ad will be, let's show you because I'm just showing you the 2 that works the best right now for me. And I just keep running it. And now we're moving on to video lah. Video. So this one is very short. Actually, all my descriptions are pretty short, just to keep them, don't want to bore them out, you know. So this one is like finally a landed style resort home in the sky attached to private forest facilities, spacious family layouts, and low dense and unblocked views. Okay, so like the ending, I like to have like a bit of punch to give them like enough of facing other buildings from your balcony, enjoy completely unblocked views perpetually. So again, same thing, you know, the headline for the call to action is like, it's the best value buy, 10 minutes from one Utama. So if that's what you're looking for, gotta sign up lah. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it. And I think we already experimented that you use a little bit of emojis will be better. You know, if you don't have emojis, it sounds like you're so dead, very, very flat. Yeah, I don't know if that helps.
I want to address.
Guys.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. It helps.
I don't know. Okay, wait. How do I stop share? Okay, this. Yeah, that's for my part. Any questions or not?
Yeah, so you can guys start asking questions. I'm going to address something. The PowerPoint usage for her was something before command. Now, doesn't mean that you guys have to go and use PowerPoint to make your ads. It just means that she was creative and she went and found a way to create an ad that's easy for her. Now, for all of you, you have the access to the templates and designs, which are pretty much the same professional level that Suzanne has. It's the same quality. It's the same sort of layout where you put the headline and then there's like a little description or a little bit of a call to action. So you have those, you have access to those. So all you need to do is just open, replace the image with your listings image, and then put the information, relevant information in there. It's actually a little easier. But yeah, she used PowerPoint because that was her like sort of older ads, and then you can get those, you know, images and run them on campaigns. So do you have any questions for Suzanne or for myself regarding this so far?
Actually, it's just a matter of playing with the colors, and if you see all very basic shapes and, you know, very squarish kind of design. So don't be afraid to experiment with it lah.
Yeah, so for the one question from Yongyi, for the 11/11 sale, you are leveraging on the 11/11 to get a hook on clients, right? But what if people ask you questions like, do this property really cheaper on this date? Like, is it actually cheaper, or are you just using the 11/11 to hook them?
That's how we create our urgency lah, you know. It's like, you know, on this date only, you know, you pick out a few things that we're doing, like yeah, you get extra like 5%, let's just say, but you have to follow the package. That's why you always have to update with your pitch as well. You know what you're going to tell them if they call you. So yes, we do tell them it's cheaper, and
these ads,
especially it's limited.
Question from Vivian. These ads are paid campaigns or social posts? I think that they are paid campaigns, correct? In command. You just show the stuff that is in the campaigns section, so I'm assuming you're paying for those ads.
Yeah. All that you see, all of the creatives that you saw just now, I've already uploaded on KW campaign. It was a campaign, running campaign. Yeah, so it's a paid ads that answers the question.
Yeah. A new message. Are those pictures from the developers, or did you take them on your own? Like from the
from developer. We also have our own pictures, so depends on what you want. So if you want to like upload, my suggestion is if you want to upload something that looks the real pictures, but because the ones that I uploaded was a bit like very 3D-ish, right? Like a render kind of thing. So if you want to upload like real pictures, be consistent and make sure your real pictures all really have the right coloring tone and all these things. So be consistent. And also, I think you guys have to go on Facebook to see other people's advertisement as well. So if you really don't know what to do, just go and research, pick the ones that you really like and just copy off that and see how to fit into your product. Don't waste time trying to figure out yourself if it doesn't work for you. Quickly go and research, you know. Because
that is the easiest
Facebook,
method.
right? Once you click one advertisement, it will come. Yeah, it will come already. So we also see other people's advertisement as well. You have to. If not, you won't know the trends, and also a reminder, if you really don't know what your content is going to be about, just go and look for the festive seasons. Every time you just upload, 11/11 sales, 12/12, Chinese New Year, Thai Pusam, up to you. It's a different hook point, but actually your rebates are the same. So see how you create the urgency for your buyers. Is it?
Yeah,
right?
so we
Design.
have a question about templates. Yes, they're already available, not in campaigns and designs. So it's in the design applet in command. So you open command, on the left, there's these icons. Towards the bottom, there's one called designs. So you open that, create new, and then you'll see all the templates right in front of you. Is it recommended to use PowerPoint? I don't personally recommend it because I know it's not a visual creation tool, but I can see why it is easy. I can see that. I can see how it helps you align stuff. It would work, but if you try to do there's some things that it can't do that design can do, and there's no real estate design template over there. And also, you saw her ads were square, but PowerPoint itself is not square; it's full screen. So if you want to make a square ad, you run into that issue where you have to resize everything properly to make it square. Yeah, so you could create in PowerPoint and transfer. It's just way too many steps. But yeah, you could. I mean, you definitely have the freedom to do that.
Yeah, just explore it.
Yeah.
PowerPoint, I think
Any
you
more
just have to
questions?
do another step, which is you have to save as a JPEG picture, and then you just upload it to campaigns. Any more questions?
No more questions? Will the FB campaign ad we create be added into the Edge property portal, which we are subscribed to? Nope. The campaign in command will only advertise on your Facebook page. So you can advertise on Edge, but you can even download whatever design you made and you can just take it to Edge and advertise over there if you have a premium subscription. But yeah, command doesn't advertise on it. The connection we spoke about in the past is just for listings. So whatever listings you upload to Edge, they're going to be synced up to command, so you can access them there as well. Yeah, as far as advertising goes, command and Facebook are one thing and Edge is another. Yeah. There isn't any questions. I think we can conclude at this point. We have some announcements. I don't want to take too long for you guys. It's Friday.
Yeah, I think they just gotta start to try out, because before that I already published like 16 campaigns just to try out, just to get this last two that actually really works. So
yeah. Public access to command, no. Only associates who can log in. Only you can access your account. Don't worry about it. Yep. So I think that's our final point. I hope you all managed to take some notes or get a better understanding of what you should do when you're advertising. I think with all the interaction that I've had, today was very fruitful, I believe, for myself and for you. So I'm gonna just let Yuan take us all with the final notes. Again, if you need tips, if you need videos, don't be afraid to contact me, ask me any questions. You can find me on KW Command Support on work chat, even if you have issues. So yeah, take care all, really, stay safe. Thank you for coming today.
Thanks, Lucas and also Suzanne for today's sharing. Hope you guys have learned a lot more about how to design better ads to attract quality leads. And if you guys have any other questions, do remember to contact Lucas, as he will try his best to assist everyone. So we have just posted next week's training calendar, where we actually have a KW international speaker on Wednesday morning, not night, for next week. Next, please. So next Monday, we'll be having our usual Power Monday session led by Jonathan, and he'll be having Anita and City Beep as his guest speakers. So do remember to invite other agents as well. You can get the Google Form link in the chat box. Do remember that if you are a Redfield KW Malaysia agent, do not need to sign up because your MCS will pass you the links, the Zoom links. But if you are offering or inviting other agents, do send them the Google Form to sign up. Next, please. So this is next Wednesday morning's international training. We'll be having Craig Goodliff from the Good Life Real Estate Group from Connecticut to share his struggle from living in his car to actually being a KW Maps coach and leading his own team as of now. So be sure to join us for that session. Next, please. Then next Friday, we'll be having our usual Tech Fridays. But next Friday, Jonathan Lee will be speaking on smart plans with Roslan. So smart plans is actually a very useful applet that you can integrate into your follow-up strategy, especially during this MCO. Next, please. Yesterday, we actually posted up new agent to client touch points. These 2 touch points are actually targeting sellers that you can still, you can send these images and also the sample scripts that's posted on Workplace Review Happenings to leads and also your clients to remind them that we are actually continue working really, really hard during this MCO and it's business as usual for everyone. So that's all, sorry. As usual, if you have yet to sign up for a KW Command workshop with Winnie, do remember to sign up and arrange for one as soon as possible so they can get your Facebook business page all set up and linked to your KW Command. You can start posting ads. So that's all for this announcement. Thank you, everyone.